She told me he was better. Better than Methos were her words. Not kinder, not more loving, just better. A vague, sharp-edged word that sliced into everything I thought we were. She didn't say it in anger or in heat. No, it was quiet, calm, like she'd rehearsed it. We were sitting in the little cafe where we had our first date. I thought she brought me there for nostalgia, maybe even something sweet or meaningful. But she was there to end it, to cut the cord and tell me I wasn't enough. Not anymore. "I didn't mean for this to happen," she said, fiddling with her spoon. "But it did," I replied, voice low. She nodded. "He makes me feel alive." And that was it. Alive. As if I hadn't spent the last 2 years pouring everything I had into making her feel loved, safe, seen. I remember walking out of that cafe like I was in a dream I couldn't wake up from. My legs were moving, my heart was breaking, and her voice kept echoing. "He's better." Better how? Was he richer? Taller? Funnier? I never asked. I didn't want to know. Maybe I feared the answer. Maybe I feared that she was right. She moved on quickly. I saw the pictures online, him holding her waist, her glowing like I'd never seen before. It felt like a cruel joke. Like I'd been a stepping stone towards something greater, something shinier. I won't lie. It shattered me. I didn't eat properly for weeks. My friends tried to distract me, pulling me out for beers, movie nights, anything to keep me from falling into that hole of what if. But every time I came home, the silence welcomed me like a ghost that wore her perfume and slept on her side of the bed. She didn't contact me again. Not a text, not even a birthday wish. And slowly, I stopped hoping for one. I started working on myself not for her, not because I thought she'd come back, but because I needed to feel whole again. I hit the gym, traveled a bit, took up photography. I stopped checking her social media, blocked her updates even. I figured if she was happy, then I should let her be. It wasn't easy. Healing rarely is. But it worked. I found peace in small things. Morning coffee, solo hikes, the laughter of strangers. I began to enjoy my own company, something I didn't even realize I had lost in trying to be someone else's everything. Then, almost exactly a year later, she messaged me. "Can we talk?" I stared at the screen for a long time. My first instinct was to ignore it. I owed her nothing. But curiosity, that old enemy, won. We met at the same cafe, full circle, I guess. She walked in slower this time. Not the confident stride I remembered, but hesitant, guarded. Her eyes were tired, her smile fragile. "Thanks for meeting me," she said. I nodded, saying nothing. "I'm not here to make excuses," she continued, stirring her tea with shaky hands. I need to say this." Again, I waited. "I thought he was better," she said, voice cracking. "But he wasn't. Not even close." I looked at her, unblinking. "He made me feel excited, like everything was a rush. But excitement fades, and what's left wasn't love. It was chaos. He cheated. He lied. And by the time I realized what I'd given up, you were gone." She reached across the table, but I didn't move. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I hurt you. I know I don't deserve another chance. I know I was selfish. But I miss you. Every day. And if there's even a sliver of you that still feels something for me, please." Her voice broke into sobs. I should have felt satisfaction. Victory. She left me in pieces, and now she was the one crying. But all I felt was calm. Like the storm had passed, and I was finally above the clouds, breathing freely. I didn't say anything for a long moment. I looked at her, really looked. The girl who once said I was her world. The woman who left me behind for a thrill. And now, the person begging for something she herself destroyed. "I'm not angry anymore," I finally said. "But I'm not the same person you left." She nodded. tears rolling down her cheeks. I loved you, I continued. God, I really did. And for a while I hoped you'd come back, apologize, say you made a mistake. But now that you're here, I realize something. What? She asked, voice trembling. I'm okay without you. She covered her face, shoulders shaking. I'm glad you found your truth, I added. But I don't want the ring. I don't want the maybe this time it'll work. I want peace. And I found it. We sat there in silence. Not the painful kind, not the awkward kind, just silence. She stood up slowly, wiping her eyes. I wish you the best, she said. You too. She left without looking back. And for the first time, in a long time, I didn't watch her go. I finished my coffee, walked outside, breathed in the cool air like it was the first time I ever tasted freedom. She said he was better. But a year later, she returned in tears. And I didn't need her anymore.